Hi, welcome to the Rittners Floral School in Boston, Mass. I'm Dr. Steve Rittner, and it's a pleasure to welcome you into one of our classrooms today. The theme? Thanksgiving, and I think you're going to really enjoy it because what we're going to teach you how to do is how to make your own turkey. Well, it's going to be kind of like a turkey, and I think you're going to really find it fun. Now, starting off, we've got a container. It's a small little container, and in the container, we've got a little bit of our floral foam. And the kind of foam that we're using here, well, we've got something called a floral sphere. It's basically a sphere made out of foam, and we've cut the bottom off, we placed it flat in our container, and we're ready to go. And we've got some very, very interesting things that we're going to be playing with. The first thing we're going to be doing in our little theme for Thanksgiving is, well, let's put our head of our bird, and here it is. We're using a bird of paradise. Bird of paradise or Strelitzia. It gives a very, very neat effect. And that's going to serve as the head of our bird. And our bird needs some, of course, some tail feathers as well. And so we're going to use some of this. This is called palmetto palm, cut palmetto palm. And it's an interesting material. They actually have foliage and they dry it. And in this particular case, I took some of my palmetto palm and I painted it gold to give an interesting effect. However, we could use other things in place of this. If I didn't use palmetto palm to create the effect of our tail feathers, we could actually use some feathers to achieve that effect, or other kinds of foliage. And that gives us kind of the backside of our little turkey friend. Now, I'm going to take some of my palms, and I'm going to put some of my palms into my base. Palms are a wonderful material. This is the cushion variety of palm that I'm playing with here. And I'm going to place them side by side, real close, to start creating the body of our little bird friend. And I'm going to take them and work them around. And I'm using some small pieces that I've cut and putting them all the way around here so that in this way we have the body formed of our little friend. I love doing these kinds of designs. These are called flower novelties. Flower novelties. And at Rittners Floral School in Boston, we have been teaching flower novelties for many, many years. I have to say that out of all the various kinds of designing that's out there, I happen to have a particular fondness for flower novelties because some of these designs, these novelty designs, are things that I first learned when I was a little kid and started to learn floral designing. Let's play with some of our other palms. This is a daisy variety palm. And just to give us a little bit of contrast with our cushion palms, I'm going to use some of my daisy palms, and I'm going to place them side by side, coming up around to continue creating the feeling of a little body for our little bird friend. And so I'm just continuing working my way around here using these additional palms. These things are fun to make, they're easy to make, and they make wonderful projects, and they always generally bring a smile to people's faces. And that's one reason why I particularly enjoy teaching some of these novelty ideas. So notice we've come up with another little circle using some of our palms. And now I'm going to take some additional palms. This is another variety of our palm. It's a darker bronze, and I'm going to use our darker bronze ones up here. So I'm playing with lots of flowers here. Palms, of course, are a very, very good flower to play with on something like this because they keep well and they're long-lasting. And because our flowers are, of course, in our floral foam, that is also going to make sure that our flowers last very, very nicely for the holiday period. So I'm coming up with a little touch, starting with my yellow palms, then going with a light bronze, and then finally working up towards the center with some of my darker bronze flowers. So you can see this has come together very, very nicely for us. I want to add one more of my bronze palms right over here so that we have this nicely finished off on the top. Now, at this point, our bird is missing one thing that we do need to add to it, and we're going to put it here to make it complete. How about with a little googly eye and a little bit of clay? We have now our bird showing with a little cute eye to it, and we have a completed project. What do you think, my viewer? Quick, easy, fun? That's the whole idea. At Rittners Floral School, we love teaching floral novelties and also other kinds of designs. We hope that you enjoyed this brief introduction, this little demonstration of a flower novelty. Do come and visit with us again. Again, Rittner Floral School at www.floralschool.com. I'm Dr. Steve Rittner. We thank you for joining us today.